Well, it's July, and it's about 1,000 degrees here in Tennessee, but I do have the latest Crate Club box. Let's pop open the tape on this thing and see what came this month. What's up guys, Eric here with ATHOME in the Future, and I'm back with another Crate Club unboxing. This has been a really interesting subscription here lately. I feel like Crate Club is kind of reinventing itself a little bit. It seems like they got some different branding and different stuff going on, but if you're unfamiliar with this box, cool sub, tactical, survival, camping, outdoor gear, all sorts of really interesting gear. It comes in a few different flavors. There's a quarterly general box, and there's also monthly options. We get the major monthly box, which is the biggest version you can get. If you want to get this sub for yourself, if you dig all this gear, be sure to check out my link on the screen or down in the description and save yourself some cash. But this is the July box. Always very few spoilers for Crate Club online. And like I mentioned, kind of in a new phase where they're reinventing themselves and sending out what seems like a little bit of a different mix of gear lately. So excited about this. I do think it's funny I'm getting the major box and still get the general branding. They must have purchased their boxes in bulk, but here we go. Lots of stuff this month it looks like. So here's our guide here for the Crate Club Major Edition, and you can get a rundown. They call it the supply drop, so you can see everything in this box. Very, very interesting. Whoa, we actually have an item on the back here. Normally the stuff just stays inside. Okay, so here we go. Let's, you know what, I'll empty all this stuff out and we'll kind of go through it one by one. Here we go. All right, right off the bat, I will say this might be the most items, just numerically, that we've actually ever received in the major box so far, so that's pretty cool. We'll start out with the pod LED safety flares, which I feel like I've seen in another sub before. But these are like your typical LED road flares that kind of light up and spin around and do stuff without having to use, you know, like a flammable flare. I'm not sure if these come loaded with power or not. Let's see. Must be batteries not included here. Yeah, batteries not included. Uses 3 AAAs. No big deal. Looks like you got a little flashlight out the front. And you have this array of LEDs that go around the edge, so it can flash, it can blink, it can kind of spin around. Also multiple ways to attach it on stuff. It looks like we have this hook, which feels, I don't know, maybe just a little flimsy. This whole thing's kind of rubberized. The outside, like this treatment feels pretty good and grippy and stuff. But this, I don't know. I can see that breaking off over time. You do have a magnet. If you have a car, you can stick that on, that'd be great. My F-150 is actually aluminum. So I feel like any magnetic accessories I get, which I feel like are actually pretty cool, I can never use it with that, but it does make the truck lighter, so that's good. But yeah, there you go. So something that you'll use, something that's probably better to have than not to have. You may have one already, I don't know. That's from Pod, thepodx.com, 3-year warranty on it, totally waterproof, really bright. Wish we had some batteries to test it with, but that's life sometimes. So all right, next up, from Outdoor Element, the Phoenix Feather Knife. Looks like a straight edge knife. Pop open the seal on this. D2 steel I'm seeing here on the back. It's got a few other little features built in. I see like a hex driver, a screwdriver tip. It's almost like a little multi-tool. It must be super light because this thing does not weigh anything. Okay, here we go. Very light. It's like a skeletonized knife. Little, I'm not sure if this is Kydex or plastic or what. It does not want to give it up though. All right, I had a bear time getting that thing out of there, but there you go, got jimping along the spine there in the back. I guess fairly comfortable for being as skeletonized as it is. A little bit of branding on there. I don't love seeing the little China brand on. I know a lot of this stuff is made in China sometimes, but still don't wish it was stamped on the blade. But otherwise, D2 steel is not bad. Fairly sharp out of the box, a little bit of a drop point. Not bad, not a bad little straight edge, especially there's kind of a movement to EDC straight edge blades. And this is one of the few that I feel like I could actually keep in my pocket. It's got a little pocket clip on here. Looks like you can maybe move it to the other side. I don't know, maybe not. I'm not really sure how those screws would work there. But if you work on the retention of that sheath, not a bad little pocket carry thing. That thing is in there though, once it's in there. There you go, the Feather from Outdoor Element. 3-inch blade, 1.4 ounces. Not a bad little EDC fixed starter blade. Be fun to throw in the pocket and carry around a little bit. And let's see what we got. We'll go ahead and do the guide here. What do you guys think of getting books and subscriptions? Now, I'm actually a book guy. I really love reading stuff and checking stuff out. And manuals, I mean, this seems actually fairly nice. I feel like there's a few schools of thought. There's people who want all digital stuff. So they don't really have a use for like a physical book. There's people who love having this sort of information in printed form. So if we all have to go off grid or something, you have to rely on printed materials. I mean, what a great resource. Lots of stuff there. And there's people who get boxes like this that want only, like gear only, not really knowledge, but Whichever way you feel about this stuff, let me know in the comments, because that's going to dictate how you'd probably feel about getting something like this. Personally, I think it actually looks pretty cool. It's definitely a sturdy book. Looks like it retails for about 30 bucks or so. But as far as just having all this stuff to look through, this would be a great thing just to get some coffee and sit around and relax on the couch and flip through this and maybe learn a few things. Check this guy out. That's cool. But nice. Not bad. Like I mentioned, it is a nice quality guide here. Field & Stream is a good brand. But I know you're going to have some opinions about that one. So there you go. That is the item in this month's box. But the good news is we have 2 blades, which is always exciting. So next up, we're going to look at from Woox, the bad boy Tonto. I don't know if it has a sheath or not. Looks like another fixed blade though. Oh, look at this little guy. So here we go. Really tiny, little sheath, little leather sheath. Has a belt loop, not a clip or anything. So we have natural Italian leather according to the stamp on here. Cool little bull logo. But let's see, look at this weird little Tonto blade. Like the spine of that's pretty interesting. So we have jimping down closer to the bottom of my thumb, jimping on top. So if you really choke down, you get a good feel for that. Steel, let's see, do we see the steel? Okay, it is D2, that's great. American walnut wood for the handle with these big chunky lugs in there, that's interesting. Full tang going all the way down, very light for sure. Something about that, that's kind of a strange blade profile. I think what it is like this reverse belly that kind of swoops up into it. So you got that Tonto edge, but you have that weird kind of blade shape there that almost plays against it. I kind of wish that was like more of a flat edge. That'd give it a little bit more of a tactical look. But interesting, okay. And I think it is razor sharp out of the box for sure. I mean, I could immediately slice through some stuff, including your fingers, so be careful if you're playing around with this. But another interesting fixed blade EDC option there. Interesting they kind of went with 2 smaller ones for this box. I kind of like it. Again, it's a strange blade shape. For some reason, it looks better from this profile to me than this profile. I don't know why, but there it is. Okay, it's from Woox's little sheath. Let's see. It actually stays in fairly good. I don't know if it wears in over time as you're pulling stuff in and out. I don't know if you lose that. Definitely not going in there now though. So okay, cool, here we are. From Woox, the bad boy Tonto. Next up from Silent Pocket, which I believe, is that the same company? This says SLNT, which is silent. Different branding, so this I'm familiar with a dry bag I got out of theirs. But Silent Pocket, they had like different branding on here, so maybe it's the same company. It's a little Faraday cage, made for key fobs or keyless entry systems. So I guess for your car, if you're worried about people swiping your signal off that, if you got one of the new cars, it constantly gives off a radio signal to tell your doors when to open. That's something you might find useful for that. Little Faraday cage built in. Oh, that is a nice, those buttons feel good. They're at least easy, they go in easy. You kind of didn't expect that. And almost so easy that it almost feels magnetic. I do like the OD green. But yeah, you kind of got some wire mesh kind of built into the fabric of this, and it'll keep your stuff safe. There you go, you got a QR code there, a little bit of info there and everything. So again, if you have one of those new car keys, you're probably way into this. If not, I'm sure you can find something else. I don't know if that'd fit a cell phone or not. Probably not all the way, especially with as big as cell phones are now. But anything that's small and electronic that you want to keep from getting a signal, there you go. Maybe you find an AirTag somebody's placed on you, pop it in this, they're not going to find you. So, okay, interesting. I've never seen one this small. I've seen some other Faraday stuff, but that's a tiny one. Pretty cool. All right, next up, let's keep it going here. We have the Dark Energy Poseidon Pro. Looks like this is a power bank. Dust, sand, and shock resistance. Can be submerged for 45 minutes. That's interesting. USB-C, that's good. And over 10,000 milliamp hours. So that should get you about a charge and a half or 2 full charges or so for your phone. Built-in flashlight, SOS stuff. Okay, cool. Looks like a solid power bank here. All right, so there is some branding and stuff on the back. All you need to know about it there. Looks like it is fast discharging and stuff too, which is nice. Modern phones have the ability to charge a lot faster, even than iPhones just 4 or 5 years ago. So having a tool like this that can actually charge fast is great. This actually may be one of the highest value items here in the kit. Whoa, what in the world is all this stuff? Okay, wasn't expecting that. So we got, looks like a USB-C to USB-C cable there. We have, what is this? Okay, looks like there's some extra stuff. Let's see. Cable Management Pro strap. So it looks like you can actually strap on the cable to the Poseidon thing itself somehow, if I'm reading that right. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. And then do we get like a multi-tool? Let's look at this thing. Make sure you don't take this on an airplane because it's got a knife. It is not covered by warranty if confiscated. That's funny. So you got a little multi-tool here. We got a little screwdriver, a little flat edge it looks like. Actual pretty chunky carabiner, and I'm guessing this is a knife. They've got it all. cinched up. Let's see if we can get this out. It's got a little band. It's got a glass, like a carbide glass breaker, a bottle opener, and yeah, a full-on knife. Looks like a little liner lock knife. Probably junk steel. I'm not sure. Did they even list this in the box? Yeah, this wasn't listed on like the box or anything at all. So we got a total extra in with this package, plus that cable strap and everything. What in the world? Okay, well, cool. Did not expect that. But back to the power bank. It's actually very light for what it is. Got a cool grippy surface, very ruggedized. Let's see, it has a little icon over here for flashlight. I think that's buried under here somehow. All right, so you got a little LED flashlight, not too bright or anything. Let's see if we can turn that back off. It does blink, and USB-C port, which is awesome. Regular USB-A port there, and you can totally seal it off. Again, it can be submerged for a while too, which is wild. And then you can turn your battery on, it looks like from this side, press this. There's a power indicator right there. It comes with about 2 bars out of the box, if you can see that on the camera. Cool, I actually really dig this thing. For being as rugged and big as this thing is and being able to take a beating, this thing is actually very light, very slim. It'll probably earn a place in my travel backpack. Really digging that. Okay, cool. So that's the Poseidon Pro, the indestructible charger from Dark Energy. Super neat. And last up, from a company that I love their stuff, so I'm pumped about this. We have the MyMedic Ready Pocket. Looks like a pocket first aid kit. Let's undo the seal. All right, check this out. All murdered out, smooth, awesome little case there to carry this stuff around. But MyMedic stuff, they make the best first aid stuff. Awesome band-aids, awesome little mods and compartments to add to your kits and stuff. But the Pocket actually don't have this one. Let's see what's in it. See all the color-coded first aid items here. Designed to slip in a little small bag. Great if you're going on vacation, by the way. Oh, awesome. So you get some of their super skin band-aids, some burn stuff, a little medication thing here, stuff for blisters. This thing is loaded. Topical meds, triple antibiotic, antiseptic wipes, gloves, hydration sticks, a little survival guide too. Good grief. Okay, so let's take a look at this. And look at these zippers. Even these zippers are like the water resistant ones too. They make top-notch stuff, I'm telling you. All right, look at all this stuff here. So color-coded, easy to dig through stuff. There's your blister stuff, there's your hydration stuff. All these little topical medications and their individual little packages built in there. You can get a full list of everything there on the back. So I'm working on a travel video right now for like all the EDC stuff I take on my travels. And basically what I just did for that is build like almost this exact thing just from scratch with stuff I found like around the house and our other kits and everything. Kind of built a small thing to throw in my backpack that I take on the go. And what this does, it just does that for you. It has literally everything you can need thrown in here. There's the digital guide if you want to get the little stay alive guide there. All this stuff, wipes, meds, anything you need. There's nothing worse than getting stuck somewhere and hurting yourself doing something stupid or having like a crazy headache or getting your stomach messed up and not having meds for that. And with this sort of thing, you've got it all right there at your fingertips. So awesome. Great value add. That is an awesome item. Anytime I get something from MyMedic in a sub, I'm pumped about that because they make killer gear. So that's it. July 2023, the major crate from Crate Club. We got the safety flare off to the side over here. Here it is. We've got the Outdoor Element Phoenix knife, this book here from Field and Stream, the Luke's Tonto, very strange blade shape, but still pretty cool little knife there. We have a Faraday key fob back there from Silent, even though this says Silent Pocket, still confused about that. We have the Poseidon Pro, man, lots of stuff this month. The Poseidon Pro Power Bank and this crazy EDC carabiner multi-tool thing, and this awesome first aid kit. Probably one of the best and most comprehensive boxes I've got from Crate Club recently. Really cool, especially this supercharger and the first aid kit and all this stuff is really good gear that I'm going to put to use right away. So again, if you want to get the subscription for yourself, be sure to follow the link on the screen or down in the description and save yourself some money, but I think you'll have a lot of fun with this stuff. If you're into tactical survival gear at all, this is a great sub to get. So that's it for this unboxing. As always, if you dug the video, be sure to hit the like button because it helps the channel out a ton. And subscribe if you want to see more awesome Crate Club stuff in the future. And we'll see you next time.